Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and this is Elite Dangerous Release Beta 1.1. It's just been made available. I want to have a quick look at it to get some early impressions. There's been a number of changes and a few of them I'm fairly excited about, most notably the new map routing on the galaxy map. Let's get straight into it. Now, as this is a beta, Frontier have created a completely new universe running on a separate server, so I need to create a new character or a new save slot. But looks like we're starting with 100,000 credits then, which is pretty good. And I'm going to jump straight in on open play for now. And here we are. I'm going to have a quick look at the status screen off to the right just to see if anything's new there. I don't think anything's new there, but it could be possible. No, all looks pretty much the same. The only thing different there is the fact that I'm starting with 100,000 credits rather than just 1,000. All these screens are the same. The audio sounds a little bit different. It sounds a little bit more staticky here for some reason. Now, that may just be me, but I don't know. So the galaxy map is here. I want to look at the new navigation route. Let's just go in here though on the system map. I want to see if there's anything on the discovery tag. Although I wouldn't imagine there'd be anything on these systems as they're starting systems and already pre-discovered. Yeah, the sound's definitely very different on this galaxy map. Sounds like rushing water or some sort of water heater starting up. I want to have a look at Atlas, as that's one of the first nebulas I went out to in Gamma when it was available. Let's see. Alright, so that's different. We get a little spinning thing where it's generating the route, but it says the route navigation unavailable. Now I suspect that is probably because I'm in a Cobra that has a limited jump distance and is not able to get all the way out there. In that case, let's go back home and try somewhere a little closer. I'm going to zoom out actually, I think. But look at that. Look how fast these routes are generating now. A little hard to see actually because the way the stars are now showing. When you used to zoom out on the map, you had a little cluster of stars forming a ball in the middle of the map, but now the stars seem to stay always near the camera no matter how far you zoom out. Let's see what happens if we get right out toward the outer edge of the galaxy here. And the map seems to be slightly different there. The galaxy itself, there seems to be a lot more star clusters in there than there were previously. Unless of course I'm remembering wrong and it's just a placebo effect, but either way this galaxy map definitely seems to be a lot more efficient now. It's navigating around it is much smoother and much better. So let's find a navigation route out here somewhere. 220 light years, that should do it. It's generating it and done. Let's hop back to the nav menu and see what's there. I imagine it should be right at the bottom there or somewhere near there. Right, okay, so it definitely put the first jump in there at least. That's good stuff. So I'm going to head out to Dalton Gateway now, which has a whole bunch of ships and modules for us to use during this beta period. There has been a few changes to the graphics on the planets. One of the changes is to terrestrial planets. There's two changes here. The first is in how the clouds are rendered. It sounds like I might get interdicted. That they now have a parallax shader, and on the Terminator there, coming around to the dark side, you can see that we now have planetary lights, city lights. And definitely these planets look a lot better than they did previously. They used to have what I felt was a rather nasty bump mapping on the terrain, and that now seems to be gone. The Terminator's very smooth transition there, and just look at these lights. Definitely a very populated planet there. Very few empty areas and almost looks like one large city in many ways. There was some concept art back in the very early days that showed different city structures between Empire, Alliance and Federation. It doesn't appear that that's in at the moment. So Dalton Gateway is the place to be for outfitting modules and buying new ships of all types. Apparently it is now stocking all ships and all modules for the beta period. So I'm going to go straight to the shipyard and see what's available. I think I want to buy the ship with the largest jump range for now. And a Lacon Type 9 is only 100 credits. Okay, cheaper than a hauler, which is still 56,000. Asp is still the normal price. Imperial Clipper, any Imperial Clipper in a Federation area. Federal Dropship, Eagle is a normal price. All these seem to be pretty much the normal price except for Viper. Cobra's only 100 credits. Oh, and a Type 6 Transporter is only 100 credits. So it seems that the ships that are cheapest are the ones that Frontier would like us to test, as they probably allow us to test the content, the new content that's available in this update. It's actually been quite a while since I've been able to get into a Lacon Type 9, so this is rather interesting indeed. Of course it depends how busy the servers are. These are again only beta servers, so these transactions may be slow. And note they're not, they're pretty good. Nice. Very, very spacious cockpit again. I forgot how wide and nice it was. And of course the door back there, which seems to have a window now rather than a wall. I seem to remember a wall when you looked through that door. Anyway, let's get to the outfitting screen and see what's available there. There are some changes to the outfitting screen. The biggest change, of course, is the new sort filter, which we got right at the top there. And it does indeed seem that all modules are now available in this station for this test. Basically got every single class and every single rating. And let's try the sort filter. So that actually may be better to try out on another screen, but let's try here. We can sort by price, by rating, by class, by module type. That's going to be very handy. And look, by power draw and mass, as well as name. So that's quite a big improvement. The only thing we really need next is a little search field. Might be asking a bit too much at the moment, but I definitely like this. Searching by class, descending. Hefty price for that jump drive. It only gets me to 14 light years. So I've travelled out a ways in Type 6. I chose a Type 6 because it was the cheapest ship that allowed me to have the furthest jump range. And I've come in search of a gas giant because the gas giant are the other planets that have had a facelift. They are now using parallax shaders, which means that we should be able to effectively see trenches inside the cloud formations, or the gas cloud formations here. But either I'm not seeing them because I'm a blind old bat, or I've chosen the wrong planet type, because to me these look exactly the same as what I was seeing previously. I'm going to jump straight into the graphics quickly just to make sure that it's not setting correctly, or that there's not a new setting there for planetary visuals. So that's all set to ultra and set to high, which is where I'd expected it to be. Super sampling, that's new. I think that's going to please a few people, and it'll be quite useful on the Oculus Rift depending on how well it performs. But no, nothing to do with planets that I'm missing. So maybe these show up as I move around the planet. Let's try that. As they are parallax shaders and I'm moving horizontal to the bands rather than vertically at the moment, so let's travel downwards and see if that makes any difference. But apparently it doesn't seem to be making any difference. Okay, well that's the gas giants at the moment. No changes I can immediately see, although that dark band does look like it's deeper than the rest. Maybe. I'm not sure if that's just an illusion due to the darker colour. Let's go back and take a look at one of the Earth-like planets though. This one I found particularly beautiful due to the backdrop of the sun there, causing the sun-like atmospheric glow around the planet. The lights there particularly stand out, and I actually got in very close and did a pass by the planet to give it a sunrise, which I'm going to jump to now and let you see. Just lovely how those city lights pass over there, and the pure blackness of the planet, the red horizon there. Lovely effect. There's a little bit of pop in there on the city lights. You see them just go a little bit sharper there as you get closer. And maybe that's a problem with the gas giants. Maybe I was a little bit too far away and the level of detail hadn't loaded in, but look at that. Truly stunning. Now there were a couple of other changes in beta 1.1. One of them was the universal cartographics that has the sell all option, or sell page option, and there is also a discovered by tag for planets that a person discovered. Now I spent a good hour and a half travelling out to a variety of systems using the exploration scanner, and my intent was to come back and settle the data at the universal cartographics, but for whatever reason when I got back I was unable to settle the data, which was a little bit disappointing. And it also meant that I haven't yet been able to see the discovered by tag, which is one of the things I really did want to see. Hoping that could be sorted out soon. And anyway, some very good work done by Frontier on this patch. Looking forward to it being put on the public servers soon. And as always, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time. This has been Obsidian Ant, signing off.